special guest, Christie Bray. Good morning.
Good morning.
And you're just coming off vacation and have a little jet lag, yes?
A little crazy, yes. I just got back from Hawaii. So it's 2:30 in Hawaii right now, AM.
It's going the other way.
Yes.
Did you have a highlight of Hawaii? Was it everything you expected it to be?
It was awesome. It was beautiful. Definitely different than what I expected, but I enjoy it and highly recommend going for sure. The snorkeling's amazing.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, now, your best year ever, on top of your best year ever, you had your best year ever last year, and you're about to double your last year number. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
How does it feel to run your own business and double your number?
It's exciting. I feel really driven, and I really am enjoying it quite a bit. And I just can't wait to see where I go from here, honestly. It's just exciting to see yourself grow.
Well, the good thing about our business, and particularly the JPAR model where you keep all the money, is there is no limits. There's no glass ceiling. There's no boundaries other than what you place on yourself, right?
Exactly. Time to invest in yourself and what you do in your business.
Now, one of the things that you shared with me that, and I think we titled this episode, this is, tracking everything as if you have nothing, even though you do. Tell us about that.
So I taught myself and, wanted to know like what I was doing at the time and what I can do to grow even more. And so what I've been doing is you find a system and you find a process that works and you stick with it, right? Don't go in and try to create certain things. If it works, stick with it. What I've been doing is I'm tracking what I'm doing actively and then tracking what's coming up for the future with clients that aren't ready yet. And I'm pretending like I don't have anything going on when I do. So I'm obviously, handing off the items that I can to an assistant so I can go out there and generate and get more business. But yeah, you just got to pretend like you don't have any closings coming up. So you are field driven to go out there and get more business is what you got to do.
So it's just a productivity hack that you've put in place to keep you driven. Now, maybe if we have time, we'll talk about some of the things you track. I'm assuming it's the number of new appointments, number of prospecting activities, but you mentioned that this year, part of enabling you to double your business from last year is you hired your own transaction coordinator / assistant.
Yes.
What are some of the things that obviously they do the transaction coordination for you, but what else besides that do they do for you?
As much as I can get them. I have them do a lot of my social media. So, I don't want to be distracted on social media. Yes, it's fun, but I would rather them go on there and do the things that I had been doing in the past that do generate some business and also put a presence out there for myself in our business. So she's doing all of that. She is in my referral maker, which is a CRM that I use to track my business and keep up with my clients. So she's handling all of that. What I mean by that is she actually writes my birthday cards for me. She writes my thank you notes. She's inputting my transactions so that I can see where I'm at. I mean, anything in the background when it comes down to buying closing gifts or, fun little, I do nothing but gift cards for birthdays. She does all of that. But she's running around doing the extra things that would take away the time from me actually going out there and getting new clients. So little things.
Yeah. So congratulations. And I'm assuming you put a budget together, and was it scary kind of hiring someone to say, oh, I'm now kind of on the hook to support this person?
Yeah, I feel like anything new is scary, but you have to start somewhere. You can't be so scared that you're not willing to take that step. What is that saying? The fear is evidence appearing real. You should not fear it. You should just go for it. And what are you going to do? You're going to fail? No, you're not. You can adjust it if you need to. But it's been great. I love having her there, and I think it's helped a lot.
And I love your mindset of, you just adjust. And I love how you approached it with, you're paying for a transaction coordinator anyway somewhere. So you're converting that budget that you're probably already spending with an outsourced third party to do work.
Yep.
Now, have you found that she's perfect? You know, it's 100%, everything is perfect, and you never have to intervene?
Absolutely not. I mean, they don't do real estate every single day, and they weren't here doing what I do every single day. So I had to train her, obviously. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. They're not you. We talked about that. She's not going to do everything identically to me, but I can just give her grace and, point out the items that I would adjust if it were me. Or, when you find those little mistakes that happen, it's okay. At the end of the day, you made mistakes in the past. I still make mistakes. Everybody still does. But to be able to there to catch it and to coach her and guide her how to do it, that's all you have to do is just keep it going. It's not, at the end of the day, nobody else is going to really notice it.
Well, and so even if you do have to intervene 20% of the time, you're still getting 80% of the work that you used to have to do done and delegated.
Yes.
It's not like, I talk to so many folks that think when they hire their first assistant, they can just walk away and expect it to happen.
Oh, no.
That's not that way, does it? No.
No. And it's going to change and adjust, markets change, different clients, different homes. So, yeah.
Yeah. Now, as you move forward to the rest of the year, I think you have 5 listings coming up. So it's good to hear some inventory freeing up.
Yeah.
You capped last year, you're going to cap this year. That feels pretty good.
Yeah.
How are you going to close out the rest of the year? We just have a few months left.
I'm going to rock it. I'm going to track it. If I wanted to double what I did last year, I just need to do 4 more transactions each month. And my goal is to do 6 or more. And I'm just going to see if I don't hit something one month, I'm going to make up for it the next month. And just have fun with it too. I mean, I think that if you are in the business and you become transactional and you don't enjoy the business as well, you won't hit your goals. And, I believe that 100%. Every other side of the transaction is a person, and I try to build that big relationship with them and have fun with them as well, to take that stress off and make them feel like they're at home,
Yeah, well, I love it that you're at home.
Yep.
Well, as we wrap up this episode, what would you like to share? Is there one tool, one resource, one approach, one thing you'd like to share with everybody?
I don't think there's one approach. I think that you have to have multiple approaches that connect, honestly. Because I use my referral maker for my CRM that does track my business. But at the other side of it all, I usually use just a spreadsheet, honestly, and it says 2020, 2021, 2022. And each tab has each month at the very top of it. And what I'm doing is it's every client, every referral, some sort of business that I'm going to be doing goes on it each month. And I'm tracking where they're at. So closed is green, purple is they're under contract. If they didn't fall through, maybe something happened with credit or they're not ready yet, it becomes red, and I will track these items. So I use a spreadsheet. I'm kind of old school on that part. But I think having systems in place, I make templates for all my emails. I have a checklist for every time I go on a transaction. I use OneNote with my agents. But you need to find what works for you. Honestly, everybody's different.
Well, and that's what I love about what you share. It's not old school or new school. It's just what works for you. And I think sometimes we maybe feel this pressure to use something. What you described keeps you on track and focused. And that's the only thing that matters, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Now, have you always been checklist, systematized, operational? Did you learn that? Did that come naturally? How did you build that skill?
I learned that from the top agents. You have got to surround yourself with the ones that are successful. And I learned that from them. Honestly, I could literally shout out to all of the ones that I learned it from. And it was just me watching and listening. And whenever they did something, I would take a note and I would be like, okay, cool, that works. That looks really good. And that's what I learned it from. And it was literally going from the beginning when I first started all the way up until now. And I still believe you should still surround yourself. And that's what I'm trying to do right now, is try to surround myself with the top agents. I'm getting to know everybody, obviously, since I'm new to you guys. So yeah.
Well, but that's what we do here at JPAR. That's the purpose of the Morning Club. That's the purpose of Success Superstars. If you haven't subscribed to Success Superstars, head over to youtube.com/Success Superstars and subscribe. Is hearing from people, Christie, like you. So what you did is you observed other top producers and their systems and process, and you learned it. So this wasn't natural to you. It was something that you observed, learned, collaborated with other top producers who are willing to share, and you made it better for yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, even more congratulations on your success, because that's really, really impressive. And what a great success story, and what an amazing part of the JPAR Nation. I'm so glad that you're part of this amazing growing brand and network, and you're so willing to share. Will you come back in a couple of months to give us an update on the 4 to 6, how you're doing on your 4 to 6 per month?
Absolutely. I would love to. It's exciting. I can't wait to see what happens by the end of the year. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I suspect you're going to hit it or exceed it. And that's what we do here. We exceed expectations.
Exactly.
Well, today in the JPAR Nation, on Mondays, we celebrate BAMs, BAMs, bragging aloud on Mondays. Thursdays is taking action now. Okay. #TAN. So share something that you learned today from Christie that you're going to take action on now in the Facebook groups all across the JPAR Nation. #TAN. What are you committed to taking action now on? Share it with us all throughout the day today. Christie, thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome. I hope you guys have a good end of the week.